What if I told you there's an SUV on the market right now that can cross 300,000 miles without ever visiting a mechanic for a major repair? Sounds impossible, right? But it's real, and it's not from the brand you're thinking of. Here's the thing most people get wrong. Reliability isn't about flashy tech, massive horsepower, or even the badge on the hood. It's about how that vehicle holds up when the cameras are off, the mileage stacks up, and the warranty runs out. Too many buyers get fooled by good looks and slick marketing, until they're stuck with a dead transmission and a $5,000 repair bill just a few years later. But what if you could avoid all that? In this video, we're breaking down the 8 most reliable SUVs you can buy in 2025, backed by real-world data, Consumer Reports analysis, and what veteran mechanics are actually saying behind the scenes. From a rugged Toyota that still runs like new at 250,000 miles, to a luxury SUV that actually lives up to its price tag, and a sleeper hybrid that could save you thousands without you even realizing it, we're going deep. Forget the sales pitch. This is about long-term value, low maintenance, and vehicles that are built to survive the real world, not just look good in a showroom. And make sure you stay till the end, because the final SUV on our list might be the most indestructible one of the entire decade, and yet barely anyone is talking about it. Trust me, if you're thinking about buying an SUV this year, this is the list you need to see before you spend a single dollar. 1. 2025 Honda CR-V, the SUV that never comes back. If there's one SUV that almost feels invisible, in the best way possible, it's the 2025 Honda CR-V. You see, when someone buys a CR-V from me, I never hear from them again. No complaints, no service calls, no breakdown drama. It's like the car just disappears, not because it's forgotten, but because nothing ever goes wrong. The 2025 model tightens up everything that's made the CR-V a quiet legend. Under the hood, you've got a proven 1.5-liter turbocharged engine pushing a consistent 190 horsepower. But the real star, the hybrid version. It delivers 204 horsepower, ultra-smooth acceleration, and fuel economy that's helped my clients save thousands, year after year. And this isn't one of those iffy hybrids with weird lag or jerky transitions. The power delivery is seamless. You hit the gas, and it just goes, clean, confident, and quiet. I've seen these hit 90,000 miles with nothing but routine oil changes. And when you sit inside, it still feels new. Everything is laid out with intent, real knobs, no gimmicks, just smart, intuitive controls. Honda didn't go overboard with tech either. You get the full Honda Sensing Suite, adaptive cruise control, emergency braking, lane assist, and it all works without annoying you or making the car feel like it's driving for you. And if you want stats, J.D. Power gives the CR-V an 85 for quality and reliability. Consumer Reports expects above-average dependability based on years of owner data. But here's what really matters. I've never, not once, had a CR-V buyer come back with regrets. In this business, that's rare. And when a vehicle keeps your name out of their mouth for all the right reasons, that's the definition of reliability. 2. 2025 Acura MDX, luxury that doesn't turn into a repair bill. Let's be honest, most luxury SUVs are like a ticking time bomb. They look incredible when you drive them off the lot, but give it 70,000 miles, and suddenly, your dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree. That's what makes the 2025 Acura MDX such a rare exception. It's the SUV that gives you luxury without the baggage. I've had clients hold on to their MDXs for 10 years or more, and they're still bragging about how little they've spent on repairs. That's not luck, that's engineering. Under the hood, you get Acura's 3.5-liter V6, a power plant that's been battle-tested for years. It's smooth, strong, and best of all, low maintenance. Pair that with their updated 10-speed automatic, and you've got buttery shifting with zero hunting, zero lag. But the MDX isn't just about a reliable engine. It's about how every piece fits together. The infotainment system works. The driver assist features don't glitch out. And the cabin, it's refined without being fragile. Real materials, smart layout, and nothing that feels like it's going to crack in 5 years. You also get Acura Watch as standard, with adaptive cruise, collision mitigation, lane keeping, and more, all calibrated to assist, not annoy. No false alerts, no safety system overload, just tech that does what it's supposed to do. Consumer Reports consistently ranks Acura's V6 lineup as one of the most reliable luxury platforms, and J.D. Power gives the MDX high marks for long-term quality. But you know what's more convincing than any chart or rating? Peace of mind. Because 5 years down the line, MDX owners aren't walking into service centers with horror stories, they're just quietly racking up miles. If you want a luxury SUV that feels high-end but doesn't act high-maintenance, this is it. 3. 2025 Mazda CX-5 feels expensive without being one. You ever step into a car and just feel like it was built with care? Like someone actually gave a damn during the design process? That's the 2025 Mazda CX-5. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't trend on TikTok. But the moment you drive it, you realize, this thing's built different. Even though it starts under $35,000, it drives like a luxury SUV. Solid, balanced, confident. The doors close with that deep thunk you only hear in expensive cars. And years down the line, no rattles, no squeaks, no weird wear spots. Under the hood, you've got two solid choices. The standard 2.5-liter engine is as smooth and dependable as they come. But if you want punch, the turbocharged version delivers 256 horsepower and 320 lb-ft of torque on premium fuel. No lag, no hesitation, just instant response every time you tap the gas. And unlike some compact crossovers, this one doesn't feel bloated or disconnected. Mazda tuned the throttle, steering, and suspension so well, it drives more like a tall sports sedan than an SUV. Inside, it's understated, but refined. Even mid-trim models come with soft touch panels, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, and a crisp 10.25-inch infotainment display with Mazda's intuitive rotary dial. No bloated tech, no flashy nonsense, just controls that work. And when it comes to safety, Mazda's iActive Sense suite is standard. Blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise, lane keep assist, all tuned to be helpful, not overwhelming. And here's the real win. I've never had a single customer complain about it. Not one. The CX-5 doesn't chase trends. It just delivers. It drives like a dream, lasts like a tank, and doesn't break the bank. If you want a compact SUV that feels like it costs more than it does, and lasts longer than most of the competition, this is the underrated king of the segment. 4. 2025 Toyota 4Runner, the last real SUV standing. There's a reason people hang on to their Toyota 4Runners like they're family heirlooms. It's not nostalgia. It's not hype. It's because the 4Runner refuses to die. In a world where SUVs are starting to look and feel more like rolling iPads, the 2025 4Runner stands alone. This thing still rides on a body-on-frame chassis, just like a real truck. Under the hood, a stubborn, overbuilt 4.0-liter V6 that's been chewing through rough terrain for over a decade. No turbo, no hybrid system, just raw, mechanical reliability that thrives where newer tech breaks down. I've had customers put over 250,000 miles on their 4Runners with zero major issues. No timing chain nightmares, no transmission failures, no surprise $5,000 repair bills, just regular maintenance, and go. And here's the kicker. After 10 years of ownership, many of them sell it for over half of what they paid. That kind of resale value, you don't see it in modern crossovers, but you see it with the 4Runner. Every single time. Now, is it flashy? Nope. Does it care? Also nope. Inside, it's rugged, durable buttons, thick plastics, materials that are made to be beaten, frozen, scraped, and still function. And yes, it still gets modern safety. Toyota Safety Sense is standard, adaptive cruise, pre-collision braking, lane departure alert, but without drowning you in glitchy nonsense. The 4Runner isn't trying to be futuristic. It's trying to outlive everything else on the road. Snow, trails, floods, heat. It's been through it all, and it keeps coming back for more. If you want an SUV that'll survive bad roads, bad weather, and bad luck, the 4Runner isn't just an option. It's the last of a dying breed. 5. 2025 Lexus RX, luxury that refuses to break. Let's talk about luxury, real luxury. Not the kind that looks good for 20,000 miles and then hits you with a $3,000 suspension failure. I'm talking about the kind that lasts, year after year, without drama. That's the 2025 Lexus RX. Now, I've driven a lot of premium SUVs. Most of them feel like they're engineered to impress, until the warranty ends. But the RX, it doesn't flinch. This thing was built to outlast the badge on its hood. The RX 350 gives you a solid 2.4-liter turbo engine pushing 275 horsepower, with the kind of smooth, no-surprises performance Lexus is known for. But the real beast, the RX 500 HF Sport Performance. It combines that same turbo engine with a high-output hybrid motor to deliver 366 horsepower, and somehow it reduces long-term engine stress in the process. That's the beauty of Lexus engineering: more power, less wear. And this isn't just a fast luxury SUV, it's smart. You get an adaptive suspension that reads the road in real time, keeping the ride silky and protecting the chassis long-term. Inside, premium, practical, and durable. Yes, there's a giant 14-inch touchscreen, but they were smart enough to keep physical buttons for the stuff that matters: climate, volume, quick controls. That means less screen failure, fewer distractions, and more long-term reliability. And of course, it's packed with Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0, lane tracing, adaptive cruise, pedestrian detection, all standard. But again, it's not just about the features. It's about how they work consistently, without glitches or constant updates. Here's what really makes the RX stand out. It costs less to maintain than most German competitors, it holds its value, and it has a reputation for being boringly reliable, and I mean that as the highest compliment. Because in the luxury world, boring means no surprise bills, no breakdowns, and no regrets. 6. 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid, the sleeper that saves you thousands. This next SUV, most people skip it, and almost every single one of them comes back later saying the same thing: I should have bought it the first time. Meet the 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid, the sleeper SUV that quietly beats half the competition without ever bragging about it. Why is it overlooked? Because it's not flashy. It's not from a legacy brand. It's not trying to go viral. But under the radar, it's one of the smartest buys of 2025. You get a 226 horsepower hybrid system that transitions between gas and electric so smoothly, most drivers don't even realize it's a hybrid. It drives like a normal SUV, no weird whines, no rubbery feel, just clean, confident power. And let's talk numbers. Owners are reporting major fuel savings, virtually zero maintenance costs in the first 50,000 miles, and no drama under the hood. It's not just efficient, it's reliable. But here's the mic drop moment. Hyundai backs it all with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's right, 10 years of peace of mind. Toyota doesn't offer that. Honda doesn't either. But Hyundai does, and they mean it. Inside, it's everything you actually want: modern, clean, and functional. You get a panoramic display, soft touch materials, and a layout that makes sense. No overcomplicated controls. No glitchy tech. No infotainment disasters. Everything just works, and keeps working. This isn't a car that's trying to be futuristic for the sake of it. It's designed to make your life easier, cheaper, and more comfortable, long-term. So if you want hybrid fuel economy, luxury-level features, rock-solid warranty coverage, and a price tag that doesn't punch you in the gut, the Santa Fe Hybrid is the one SUV that too many buyers regret skipping. Don't be one of them. 7. 2025 Toyota RAV4, the one you'll never need to replace. If there's one SUV that just works, year after year, mile after mile, it's the 2025 Toyota RAV4. No drama, no mechanical soap operas, just pure, consistent reliability. I've seen RAV4s push 250,000 miles and still drive like they just rolled off the lot. No strange noises, no failed electronics, no expensive service nightmares. And that's not by accident. Toyota's kept it simple. A rock-solid 2.5-liter engine, paired with an 8-speed automatic that doesn't hunt for gears or stutter in traffic. Whether you're crawling through rush hour or cruising down a dirt road, it just performs. But where it really shines, the hybrid version. You get 219 horsepower, buttery-smooth transitions between gas and electric, and one of the most refined hybrid systems on the market. No lag, no awkward handoffs, no trips to the shop. Just seamless driving, and fuel savings that stack up fast. And don't let the modest look fool you. This SUV is built on Toyota's TNGA platform, which gives it a ride quality that's far more planted than most compact crossovers. Toss it into a corner, hit the trail, or take it on a 1,000-mile road trip, it doesn't care. It's built to handle all of it. Inside, it's not flashy, but it's functional and built to last. You get real buttons, fast response screens, and materials that hold up after 5 winters, not just 5 Instagram posts. And when it comes to value, this thing holds its resale better than just about anything in its class. Insurance costs, lower than average. Maintenance, practically non-existent. Regrets, I haven't heard one yet. People don't buy the RAV4 because it's trendy. They buy it because it won't let them down. If you want a compact SUV that you'll never feel the need to replace, ever, this is it. 8. 2025 Subaru Forester, the SUV that refuses to die. There are SUVs that perform, and then there are SUVs that survive. The 2025 Subaru Forester isn't loud. It's not flashy. It's not trying to win beauty contests. But if you're looking for a vehicle that'll laugh in the face of winter, eat rough terrain for breakfast, and still be around in a decade, this is it. Under the hood, Subaru keeps it classic with a 2.5-liter flat 4-boxer engine. Why does that matter? Because the design sits lower in the chassis, which gives it a lower center of gravity, better balance, and less body roll, something most crossovers can't even touch. And this isn't just a smooth engine. It's a reliable engine. Owners regularly hit 200,000 plus miles with nothing but scheduled maintenance. No breakdowns, no CVT disasters, just quiet confidence. It's paired with Subaru's Lineartronic CVT, which delivers consistent, drama-free power. No lag, no jolts, no guessing. You press the pedal, it moves smoothly. But here's where the Forester really earns its badge. Full-time, all-wheel drive. Not part-time. Not a button you have to push. It's always on. Whether it's snow, rain, gravel, or mud, the Forester is ready before you are. And that's why it's become the go-to recommendation for anyone who says, I need something that'll survive anything. Inside, it's designed with practicality over flash. Big windows for excellent visibility. Physical controls where they matter. And an infotainment system that just works. No steep learning curves. No weird menus. Just gear you can trust. Every Forester comes with Subaru's EyeSight Safety Suite, adaptive cruise, lane centering, pre-collision braking, all finely tuned to help, not overwhelm. And here's the best part. The Forester doesn't complain. It doesn't beg for attention. It just shows up, takes the abuse, and keeps on going, season after season, year after year. If you want an SUV that handles the trails on Sunday and your commute on Monday, one that's as comfortable in the city as it is halfway up a mountain, and one that you'll probably hand down instead of trade in, the 2025 Subaru Forester is that SUV. So what do all these SUVs have in common? They're not just reliable on paper. They're proven, in real-world miles, on real roads, with real families behind the wheel. They don't rely on gimmicks, flashy marketing, or buzzword tech. They rely on good engineering, smart design, and the kind of long-term thinking that's getting harder to find in today's car market. Whether you're looking for hybrid efficiency, rugged off-road ability, or just a daily driver that won't let you down, these 8 SUVs were built to save you time, money, and frustration for years to come. Because let's face it, flashy fades, but reliability sticks. Now I want to hear from you. Backhand index pointing right, which of these would you take home tomorrow? Backhand index pointing right, have you owned one of these and can vouch for its dependability? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. And if this video helped you out, even just a little, hit that like button, subscribe for more no-nonsense car breakdowns, and don't forget to share this with someone who's SUV shopping right now. Trust me, it might just save them thousands. Until next time, drive smart and choose well. Key buying tips for choosing a truly reliable SUV. Before you head to the dealership or start scrolling listings, here are a few key tips to make sure your next SUV isn't just shiny, it's bulletproof. 1. Don't trust the badge alone. Just because it's a reliable brand doesn't mean every model is built the same. Look at specific engine-transmission combos, model years, and trim levels. Some of the worst reliability issues come from cars people assumed were solid. 2. Check the long-term data. Consumer reports, J.D. Power, owner forums. These aren't just reviews, they're patterns. Look for vehicles with strong 5 to 10-year reliability ratings, not just year-one performance. 3. Pay attention to the warranty. Hyundai and Kia offer 10-year per 100,000-mile powertrain warranties, and that's not just marketing. It shows confidence. Always ask, how long is this company willing to stand behind their own engine? 4. Simpler is often better. Overly complex infotainment systems, unnecessary turbocharging, or flashy tech features may look impressive until they fail. A well-engineered, straightforward setup often holds up better over time. 5. Prioritize maintenance history if buying used. A reliable SUV still needs care. Always request the service records. A poorly maintained, reliable vehicle is still a risk. 6. Focus on resale value. A dependable SUV retains its value. If the resale tanked after 3 years, ask why. High depreciation often signals deeper problems. And finally, 7. Listen to real-world owners, not just reviewers. No one knows a vehicle better than someone who's lived with it for 100,000 miles. Look at real feedback. Reddit threads, long-term YouTube reviews, car forums. That's where the truth hides. Because at the end of the day, buying a reliable SUV isn't about luck. It's about being informed.